Once again, DJ B here. Today we got the KRK, the Rokit 8. This particular unit, it's got some sound issues, man. So this one is the RPG2, and it's on right now. But if you get really close to it, you can hear the little humming. So even if you can hear it, there's a lot of humming coming from this speaker. Same thing with this one. There's a hum coming from it. So these hums are very annoying. Sometimes it's very loud, especially if you have something plugged to them. So we're going to take it apart and try to figure out what's wrong with it. So we're going to start by removing all of these screws. So we have it sideways. I'm going to remove all the side screws. We're going to keep the middle ones. We don't want to touch the middle ones, just the sides. Okay, got the last screw out, and now this thing should just come right off. There you go. There we go. But we want to be careful because everything's connected right to it. Look at that. So, yep, we're going to try to disconnect some of this all the way from the inside. But for now, I want to twist it to the other side so we could get a better view. Okay, so I flipped it to the other side, so if you look at it, it's going to look like this. This is the side you want to put it on. And now we could take a look on the inside. Literally, I could just let this sit just like that. I mean, everything seems pretty good. We don't have to disconnect anything. But I'm immediately looking at some issues. Let's grab my flashlight here. With the flashlight, not sure what that is. Just looks a little dirty over there. I don't think there's any issues, just a glue. But here's a problem I see. This capacitor is bulged up right here. See that? That one, totally bulged up. And that's what we're going to be looking for. Any of these capacitors are bulged up, needs to be replaced. So that one, to start off, I'm going to replace that one. Let's see here. This board doesn't look so bad, but that one, that capacitor needs to be replaced. Once we replace that, we're going to move forward and see if the problem still exists. Okay, so first thing, I've disconnected this from the woofer. I also mark positive and negative so I know which one is which. But the next one is, we're going to disconnect this. Next, these two has to be disconnected. Now this has a little glue in it, so that's going to be a little harder, but let's see if we can pull it off. Got it. It's actually not much. Okay, I decided this actually doesn't come off, so we're going to leave it in place. I would have to remove all of this and disconnect it from the top. I'm going to leave it alone. Instead, I'm just going to do the work by removing the capacitor from the bottom. So we're going to go that method instead. So let's bring it to our table. Okay, I've marked my capacitor right here. So these are the two leads that I need to disconnect, desolder, and be able to pull it out. Okay, so those are the two leads right here. You can see initially I was pulling the wrong one. They're so close to each other, it's hard to tell sometimes, but this is it right here. And you have to keep in mind the negative, the way the negative goes. So make sure you install the new one the exact same way. So now I got to make sure I have it. Otherwise, I'm going to do a quick little Amazon order. This 35 volts, 1000 UF. I'm also adding this under the microscope to check that area out that I initially thought looked kind of bad. And if I look at the microscope, I could see a little green. Look at that. See that? So that means that area is getting a little bit rusted. It's turning green. It could be whatever they used to protect that area actually made it worse. So I'm going to be cleaning all of that. Any other area that I see under the microscope's not looking good, I'm going to be cleaning as well. But that area for sure is going to get cleaned. Also kind of hard to see, but look, there's more green on this board. I feel like that was a poor factory design, because there's definitely no liquid damage that would get in that area. So that right there is definitely something from the factory that was added that kind of started creating corrosion. Okay, I pulled it out. Initially I thought that thing had glue, but man, I think it's freaking fried. Look at that. Totally fried and all destroyed. So that's a second component off of this board that I'm removing in bad condition. Okay, I think I finally found what I need. This here is an identical one, almost identical, but look at the delivery, July 21st. So instead I'm gonna go with this and this that has a quicker delivery. Hopefully by tomorrow I get them and make sure I got the right stuff and if it works or not. But yep, I'm about to place the order. So I'm temporarily putting this back away. I'm gonna put the screws back and we're gonna wait until the parts arrive. Hopefully tomorrow we get them so we could do the repair. But I'm gonna go ahead and open the second one and see what's wrong with that, because they both have that same hum. Hopefully they're the same issues. The parts that I order enough to fix both, but we'll see. In case we need something else, we gotta order it right now. Okay, got the second one open. Right now we're gonna see what surprises we have. Let's see. Get it, keep it close. And let's get the flashlight and start inspecting. So same thing on that area, you see that? Yeah, I think that happens to all of them. That is just disgusting. Okay, look at that. Look at how green all that is. So yeah, so that resistor definitely blows up and it spews all over the place and everything else gets rusted. Man, this one we actually have two capacitors. Look at that, both of them not looking so good. So I already ordered one of those, but I'm gonna have to order one of these. I don't think I have the same one, but yeah, that area not looking so good either. Right there, see that? It's got a little green, another capacitor, or actually that resistor. Whew, that whole area is looking nasty. Yeah, this thing definitely have some green. Yep, all that I'm gonna clean. Yeah, back there doesn't look good either. All that needs to be clean. It seems a lot of the area they use the glue. That glue just kind of messes things up. So yeah, this one needs actually a little more maintenance than the other one. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get the information on this. So matter of fact, I'm gonna take it to the table and do the same thing. Remove all the bad components and order them. Pulled out both of them. As you can see, both swollen. You don't want capacitors that are swollen. It's no good. The only thing is the ones that I order are not like this. It's a little bit different, but it's gonna work either way. But this one, let's see what the readings on this is. It's a little hidden right there. I think that's 100. We gotta clean it in order to read it. Okay, I got the reading. So yeah, they're the same. It's just did different sizes, the height and the width. So the diameter a little bit different on these two, but otherwise they're identical. So I ordered a few of these. When I get them, we will put 2 of them. Yep, 1000 UF, 35 volts. Check out the other resistor. Look how bad that looks. Like definitely not performing well because of whatever corrosion occurred in that area. Once again, looking in that area, you can see it's disgusting. So I gotta clean all that out. But yeah, a lot of areas of this board looks disgusting. So let's keep cleaning. The parts have arrived thanks to Amazon. Fast delivery. This appears to be what I need. Even though the size, these capacitors are a little small, but I'm gonna make those legs stick out and fit. So we're gonna do what we gotta do to make it work. Okay, to start off, I was just matching that resistor. The ones that I received, look at them, they're freaking identical. So I need about 3 of these for the different areas that got damaged. We're gonna pop them in and solder them right now. Check it out, just finished soldering both the resistor and this capacitor. Came out really nice. And look at that capacitor. So even though they used to be different, this one used to be smaller, but guess what? It's the same readings. So, and it actually, you know, came out good. You know, sticks out a little bit, but it will do the job. So I'm just gonna cut these off, and then we're ready to test. Okay, this one is ready. Everything's connected. Let me try to keep this away from touching. So we got everything connected all the way up in there, positive, negative. Yeah, we're ready for a test. Let me go ahead and plug it. And wish me luck. I always need a lot of luck. Okay, let's turn on the power and see. Power's on. Wow. Guys, I don't hear nothing at all. Nothing. Just perfectly clean. Just like when it was brand new from the factory. Wow. So yeah, if you have one of these speakers, I don't care what model it is, but if you're having that crazy sound, like, you know, distortion or anything like that, especially when nothing is plugged, just power, and you're getting that sound, it's most likely the components that I just replaced, which starting with the capacitor, resistors. I mean, yeah, this thing is quiet. So now I'm going to move on to the second one, because that one had a similar issue, a little bit worse, but this one is good. We're going to put all the screws back together and close it and put it in place. Second one, check it out. Got the capacitors in place. Resistor has been soldered. Just need to solder these capacitors, and that should be it. Okay, soldering has been completing. We're gonna cut these ends, and I think right after that we are good for testing. Yep, these fly everywhere. I'll pick them up later. Just kidding. Okay, looking good. Yes. Let's check the top. Make sure no other components is bad. Let's put some light. I went through looking at everything. Yeah. Not so perfect, but you know, I think it's pretty clean. If we start having any issues, I will drill down into this again and take a look and see what I miss, what other components could be bad, you know what I mean? Like this resistor right here in the middle, right there. That looks like it could be replaced, but I'm not gonna replace it for now. I'm gonna see if I get any issues, then I'll look into it. But we are good to do another test. Okay, second speaker. Got everything plugged. Didn't miss anything. Nope. Okay, it's good to go. Got the power on. Now it's just a matter of turning it on and test. Let's see. Power's on. Light is on. And of course, sounds great. No distortion. No humming. Nothing. Perfect. So yes, we got both speakers, that one and this one. Now we can play some music, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna sound great. Okay, now for that final test with some music. Let's turn the power on. Nice and quiet. Next one. Nice and quiet. You don't hear nothing. Nothing at all. I got the Rev 5 ready to go. Serato's on. Let's play something. Woo, you heard that? I mean, I'm not going to play the full song for copyright reasons, but this is all set, man. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.